when we are talking about this practice, is the practice direct practice, direct to the mind. It's very difficult to understand. It's very difficult to comprehend this method. So it's not about high or low in the practice. It's based on because our sentient being minds have this discriminated mind, distinguished between high and low. Strong distinguish between subject and object, and always go after the knowledge, worldly knowledge. And when we come to this practice, and if we don't understand the right method of practice, then we're gonna practice on the subject and object. And this is difficult because we attach to this self-attachment because of our deep ignorance. So because of this difficult practice, and the patriarchs have created different skillful means. So based on the levels of the sentient beings, or practitioners' mind, and slowly the practitioners able to believe in this practice. So we've been sharing a lot. We've been talking a lot about this method, how to practice. But in the return, not many people truly understand or thoroughly take it into the practice and receive this teaching, go directly into the practice and have a strong determination for the practice. Because of our strong self-attachment and ignorance, they prevent us from go directly. So this is just a general issues that for our practitioners, and this is why, you know, in the guideline of the Huatou practice, there are the 10 points that we need to understand and read. And most of us, we don't remember the 10 points in the practice. And when we say that we understand that, oh, I know how to do the self-release, or release the self-attachment. So in the 10 points, the last one, the 10th one, is focused on practice. So this doesn't mean that, you know, we just gonna sit and wait for awakening. So when we practice and we take it, you know, as the rabbit running to the trunk of a tree. So focus on the practice here. The patriarchs wants us to focus, like thoroughly focus on the practice, but not, you know, try to reason, because when we do that, we still have the self-attachment. So when we come to this Zoom meeting and practice together, we need to share the experience, the insights, the practice. So right now, when if one's live in the society, they have to follow the development or the advanced technology. Let's say someone who works in the healthcare, and they need to continue update the knowledge in the healthcare industry. So that's why in the practice we also need to continue to understand the teaching. So from there you're able to understand the subject and object. And in this practice you need to share your experience, your practice. So then you're able to see that you still have the strong self-attachment. So in all the industries, people, they need to continue to do the continued education, and without update the any kind of works in their industry, they're gonna get behind. So some certification, if they don't update it, they will expire. So that's the worldly dharma, the worldly life, and in this practice we need to if we don't follow the guideline, if we don't listen to the teaching, and we might fall off the path and we didn't know. And sometimes people, they read the teaching of the words, teaching of the patriarchs, and they gonna take that readings and they teach someone else, and that is gonna damage their own karma. They might have a very bad consequence. So we need to come together like this and practice, and all of you are also the wise teachers, the wise ones. So we all share all the knowledge in our practice, share our experience, and that's we need to remind each other today. That's what I want to share. And right now, if you have any questions or you want to share your experience, you can raise your hands. Namo Sakya Muni Buddha. Nivan, please go ahead. Dear Venerable and all Dharma friends, and I met someone in the afternoon today. They asked me about the puja, the offering teaching. Is this the Jew Dharma teaching from the Buddha, or is this the different form of Buddhism? Is this the right practice in Buddhism or not? And I wasn't sure, is it right or wrong, so I didn't answer. So can you explain more of this? Thank you. So when we're talking about the puja, offering to the hungry ghosts, and this influenced by different cultures, and it's intertwined with the religion. and it also influenced the Buddhism. So in this culture offering, if someone, if they already awakened, and then they can do it right. But if we are not awakened and we do this kind of offering, and it may be they experience a very bad consequence. So because of this sentient beings desires, we want to they request this kind of offering, and so they have to do it. So this story back during the Buddha time, and this practitioner he went around the town and do the prostration in the 10 directions. And someone asked him, why do you do this kind of prostration everywhere? And he said he didn't believe any other religion. This is the practice that passed down from my ancestors. And he explained that, if there's a time, that I need to go out and do the prostration, then I do. So when the Buddha heard about this story, he didn't say this is not right or wrong. So that practitioner say that, I don't care to know any other meaning, but this is the tradition that passed down from my ancestors. So later on, the Buddha explained that, okay, if you prostrate, then you can prostrate and pay gratitude to the teachers, the families, the society, the world, the country that you live in. And that is the skillful means that the Buddha tried to help that practitioner. So slowly he understood the way that someone believe blindly. So that how you can transform someone from blind faith or blind belief. So when Buddhism in India, the Buddha wouldn't allow his disciples to do the planting or any kind of agriculture, but only go out and do the arm routes. But when Buddhism been transferred to or moved up to the north, China, so there people they didn't know about offering. So the monks and the nuns, they have to do their own agriculture. So the basically the culture, the tradition in certain country when Buddhism enter is influenced in a way, but Buddhism able to blend in to help the practitioners slowly understand the prajna paramita, understand the awakening. So the people later they misunderstand the skillful means by the Buddha and the patriarch. So sometimes they did the wrong way. They misuse the skillful means to propagate Buddhism in some countries. So in this, we need to have a right view about this. It's not about wrong or right, but the intention, the purpose. If someone views that skillful mean to help someone enlighten, then yes, that's the right intention. But if they did that, for their own benefit, then yes, that's the wrong cause. So that's why in the precepts, the Buddha prevent people, intoxication. It's because it caused the wrong view. And yeah, that's a sentient being's mind create different sickness from the mind, because our body, our physical body, also it has so many disease. It could manifest. So in this topic is could be very broad. We can discuss. So we need to let's return to this question. We need to somehow need to release this self attachment, go beyond the duality. So when we encounter with friends from work or relatives, and people may be saying a lot about different issues in society, and they may be attached to the right view. So we don't have to respond to that. We just need to practice. And because when we try to respond, that's when we raise our own ego. So when we talk about the right Buddha Dharma, the true Buddha Dharma, it's about cause and effect. And if we talking about cause and effect, we cannot go against, go the wrong way with cause and effect. So even the Buddha was alive, he wasn't able to help people that already showed a bad karma and make them become a good karma. So even the Buddha, he cannot change the cause and effect. But the only thing Buddha could do was to help them to transform themselves from the teaching of the Ulambana, the mothers of Mugalana, to help her to understand the teaching on the three truths. And so she has to, Mugalana's moms or mothers, her name is Chongde. She needs to open her heart to be joy with giving, to share her love. So that way she can release from the hell realm, the hungry ghost realm. So that because her heavy karma, that's why she got into the hungry goat realm or the hell realm. So this is about the merits of joy given, joys given. When you given, that means you're not lost, but you basically create more merits, because you're able to let go the self attachment. So when we're able to get rid of all the self-attachment in the mind, then we have a vast merits, that we can offer to all sentient beings in the three worlds. And we always have this wish that all sentient beings soon to become enlightened without no more suffering. So when we attach to the view, and we have to understand is right or wrong, and we need to return to the practice in this Huatou practice, and we're able to and this is the great doubt that we can generate, that we bypass all the method that the Arahat, the Pratika, and the Bodhisattvas, they always try to achieve. So this practice is go beyond other practice as well, because it directly take you to the self nature. And sometimes if we just practice the 10 wholesome, it's still in a relative world. And when we practice, even people recite the Buddha, the sutras, and we still attach to the reading, the recitation, but not transformed by the text. So there's a monk named Fada. He went to the 6 patriarchs, asked and present that he recited the sutra, the Lotus Sutra 3,000 times, but the 6 patriarchs say that you've been turned, in a circle by the Lotus Sutra, but not you chant from the text. So thank you, Tai, for explanation. I will share with my friend about your teaching, and hopefully she able to have a right view about this teaching, and she can start practice correctly. Thank you, Tai. Please go ahead. Namo Sakya Muni Buddha, dear Thai monastic Sangha and lay friends. Can you say more about practice the Buddha Dharma? And when someone practices Buddha Dharma, they might practice the Dharma that has been influenced by different tradition, mixed with different teaching. So can you explain more about this situation, issues? Thank you. When you say about mixed Buddha Dharma, it's just another word. It's it's not the pure Buddha Dharma. So when you say true, and the opposite is false. And when you say right the minute of the afternoon at noon at 12, then uh, it's another opposite of that. It means the false view. So, and when we practice the Buddha Dharma, so when you practice um, attached to the view, then maybe it's also false. So until we awaken, we have the view like the Buddha, and people they even achieve to the level of Arahant, Paritika, and the Bodhisattva. It's not even true, dumb. So it's only the Buddha view, the Buddha's awakening view. Then that is true Dharma. So this is the mixed Buddha Dharma in the Lankavastara Sutra, and even the Manchuri have this experience of emptiness, feel the quietness. That is not the true experience of the mind. This is very it's only different is the different is a subtle. Is better than the course, but even the Buddha in that Lankavatara Sutra, denied the achievement of the Manchuri's achievement. That the state of mind is not completely done yet. So even Manchuri's, he was a bodhisattva, but he still got it wrong, not completely true Buddha Dharma. So overall, it is basically we should understand this. It's not about right or wrong, but when you're able to recognize that things when we discuss is still very in the conventional world, still have the subject and object. So even when people look into the record of all the patriarchs, enlightenment, it's still subject and object. So, and even awakening beings, they're not going out there and they say, "Oh, I am awakening one," and so on. And the late Zen master from Xiamen temple in China. He was the abbot. His name was Dukeland. So the whole country, his country, planned to celebrate his birthday. I think 100 years old, something. Birthday, but he denied that. He didn't want to let the party go on. And so if an enlightened being, they don't act like a normal being. They would not act based on their ego, because they didn't have any ego to solve. So So go back to our own situation. We just need to practice. We need to ask the question, raise a doubt, and we need to ask question and share experience. Need to share and talk with the wise ones. So right now we are running out of time, and thank you everyone, and I'll see you tomorrow.